Time for the women's 2,000-meter run. The world record by Marichika Puica of Romania, 5:28.69. She was the Olympic champion in the 3,000 meters in Los Angeles. And the American record holder, once again, Mary Slaney, 5:32.7. And that is a significant time because if the winner of this race goes under 5:32.7, they will get a $5,000 bonus. Now, here is our list of competitors. Paula Ivan of Romania, the Olympic champion in the 1,500 meters from Seoul. Svetlana Kitova of the Soviet Union ran very, very well at the Bruce Jenner meet. Gina Procaccio, who is running extremely well. Annette Hand-Peters, Debbie Bowker of Canada, Colette Murphy, and Sheila Carroza. A nice, tight field. Paula Ivan of Romania, not running extremely well this particular season, though, Frank.
She tends to peak in different years. It's hard to tell with her. Sometimes she'll come over and run extremely well, but she doesn't seem to be running well now. Kitova is running well. She ran about 4:05 for 1,500 meters at the Bruce Jenner meet last weekend. The difficulty with this distance and to set a record is that it's an odd distance. Gina Procaccio, professional champion.
And she bettered her personal best in the 1,500 meters by 5 seconds at the Bruce Jenner meet. So these three ladies should be the ones that we're focusing on this particular race. And as at the Bruce Jenner meet, Svetlana Kitova right to the front. She does not want to fool around. She is looking at the Goodwill Games in July as her focus for this year, as well as the European Championships later on in August. And she wants to go out and set an early pace, and whoever can stay with her, fine. But she is going to run this race the way she sees fit.
It would seem that Kitova feels she's in better condition than anyone else in the race. That's why she's going out this way. Also, to pick up on my point from before, it's an odd distance. The runners aren't used to going 2,000 meters. You would have a tendency to slack off too much in the middle. If they're going to get a record, someone is going to have to go out like this and go after it.
For those who do not know, 2,000 meters, 5 laps of a 400-meter track, or 1 lap further than a mile. So when they go through the mile time, we get a pretty good idea of what they'll be able to run. This is a race that's being run a little bit more often by the men in Europe. It was a soft record a few years ago. Now it's a very, very strong record. Svetlana Kitova, the leader at the first, but now Annette Peters coming up on her shoulder, and Kitova may have thought, gee, this is maybe a little faster than I wanted. I'll just sit back here and be happy with what Annette Peters does for a while.
66 seconds for the first 400 meters. Good time. Kitova was willing to let Peters go by. She's just tucked in behind, running comfortably.
All right, we'll get back to the 2,000 meters a little later, but earlier this evening, we had a couple of personal bests in the throwing event. And we're back at the women's 2,000 meters, and Svetlana Kitova trying to fight off Gina Procaccio on her shoulder. Svetlana Kitova on the inside, Procaccio in second, Annette Peters in third, and Debbie Bowker of Canada in fourth. They have a little less than a lap and a half to go in this women's 2,000-meter race, and they're slightly below the pace they have to run to get the $5,000 bonus, which is anything under 5:32.7, which is the current American record. But there are a number of non-Americans running in this race, including our leader, Svetlana Kitova of the Soviet Union. Gina Procaccio right in the same position as she was in the 1,500 meters at Bruce Jenner, looking very, very strong with 1 lap to go, Frank.
Procaccio looks very good, but Kitova's holding on well. Debbie Bowker coming around on the outside. It's difficult to tell. Tactical race now. The record's gone. They're not going to get the record, but Debbie Bowker coming through, making a move.
Debbie Bowker of Canada up for second, challenging Kitova. We'll see how she responds to this challenge as they head up the backstretch. Gina Procaccio in third, trying to hang on, starting to struggle a little bit. Svetlana Kitova still fighting off Debbie Bowker. Kitova looking as though she's maintaining form much better than Debbie Bowker.
And she held her off going into the turn. Now she can relax a little bit, make Bowker try to come around her on the outside, gather, and then really slingshot herself off the turn. Let's see how she comes off the turn.
Bowker drafting off of Kitova a little bit as she swings wide outside of lane 1, but Kitova has very impressive sprint speed. She can lift very, very well up the home stretch. As you can see, Bowker's form falling apart. She's hanging on, gutty and gritty, but Kitova will hold her off. Bowker second and Gina Procaccio in third, and they missed the record bonus, the $5,000 bonus, by about 4 seconds. They lost that pacing around the second or third lap. Svetlana Kitova has to be happy with the win.
Coming down the final straightaway, Kitova holding form. Debbie Bowker looks ragged, but Debbie doesn't have the best form in the world to begin with. But she really is courageous, doesn't give up right until the end, but Kitova just has too much sprint speed for her.
Svetlana Kitova, the winner, as she was at the Bruce Jenner meet, looking not quite as fresh as she did when she ran 4:05.96 in Jenner. But when we come back, we will be seeing the premier event of tonight's meet, the men's 5,000 meters, coming up.